Yes, villagers, we're learning that self-care is the best care, but we got 4 ways to show you why. If you want to find out what those are, you are in the right place. If you're new to this channel, welcome to our village. If you're a returning villager, welcome as well. So, let's get into it. Welcome to Garden of the Mind, where we reduce stress, improve our health and fitness, and improve our financial IQ every episode. Mental health is so important to every aspect of our lives. We know that if our mental health ain't right, then nothing else can really be right. But one of the best ways to do that is to include some self-care. Tip number 1, relaxation. I have a friend by the name of Dr. Shango Blake who frequently says that which works must also rest. So it's important for us to rest at the same time, and if we can, at the same pace as we work. There is nothing that continues to go on without any rest or restoration. And relaxing, it gives us a chance to refuel and to refocus on the things that are important. Sleep is very important as it helps to restore the muscles and it helps to clear the slate so that we will be able to do what we need to do so much better once fatigue is no longer an issue. Tip number 2, contrast and counterbalance. It's important for us to not only take time, but take time away at a location that is completely different than what it is that we are used to. That contrast is necessary to supplement our lives, and it gives us a chance to see that there's a different way of living and helps us to relax more. So for example, if we are in an office setting, it's important for us to take time away at a beach or somewhere that's close to nature where we don't have the same level of distractions that we normally have. If we just take time off and still stay in our current locations or still go home or some of the other normal routines that we're used to, it'll just be that. It'll just be time off. So when it comes time to return, we won't have that restorative feeling that we are looking for. Tip number 3, increase your storage. While you go through life, you go through daily tension and stress, which most people hold and hold and hold, and it continues to build. And we all have a certain capacity for dealing with those things. So when we go on a trip, it gives us a chance to clear those things out so that we would have more capacity to deal with some of the things that we are trying to move forward and deal with. Shameless truth, I don't usually like vacations. The reason why I don't usually like vacations is because I feel like if you're going away for 5 days, then you have to squeeze 5 days worth of work into 2 days or the few days before you go on a trip so that you can enjoy those 5 days. And sometimes it seems like you might as well just forget it and just enjoy the 5 days without going on a trip. But one thing that I can certainly say is once I get on that trip and I come back, my storage is clear, and now I have an increased capacity to deal with some of the difficulties that life is going to throw at me. When I do that, I'm always happy that I went and took that trip. So all of the stress that it took me in order for me to get to that trip is soon forgotten, and I get a chance to clear away all of that storage, and now I can deal with life's problems on life's terms. Tip number 4, it can make life worthwhile. So many of us spend so much time doing the things that are necessary and not taking the time to enjoy the provisions that life can offer us. So we're spending so much time grinding and grinding that we're not taking time to enjoy the important things in life. Self-care for so many of us are different. So for one of us, it might be massages, it can be a vacation, it can be getting your hair done, it can be getting a haircut or getting makeup applied. It can be so many things to so many people. However, it's necessary for us to remember some of the sweetness of life and enjoying it while we have the time. Some of us get so caught up in terms of us making a living that we don't spend time to enjoy the finer things that living can afford. We know that no matter how well built the machine is, if it continues to run, eventually it's going to break down. That's the same thing with our bodies. If we continue to go and go and go and run without stop or pause, we will eventually break down. And when and where that happens, we'll have very little control over it. But if we engage in self-care and take some planned breaks and give ourselves some rest and relaxation, we'll be able to go a lot better and a lot stronger. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you want to know when I post, which is Wednesdays, click on that notification bell. You get that ding on your phone and you know that a new video is waiting for you. And remember, thoughts are actions, words have power, and actions have consequences. I'll see you next Wednesday. I'll see you then.